the ROG 5 Pro.
Phone
Sorry.
5.
ROG Phone. I'm just losing my words today. ROG Phone 5. And
Yeah.
then along with that, we've got the ROG Phone 5 Pro as well as the 5 Ultimate.
Yes.
So we've got to. So let me just quickly run through some of the details of the ROG Phone 5. So it's not called the ROG Phone 4. Some of you may be wondering. That is because the number 4 in Chinese is very similar to the word that is for death, apparently. Right, so generally in Asian markets they skip the number 4. We saw that with the OnePlus devices as well. They don't want that sort of association and bad luck. So that's I asked them and that's what they said. Anyway, ROG Phone 5, 6.7-inch Samsung AMOLED display, Full HD plus resolution, 144 Hz with a 1 millisecond response time, 300 Hz touch sampling rate, the world's lowest 24.3 millimeter touch latency. So, speed is everything up here. We've got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 5G as expected, up to 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM with up to 512 gigabytes of UFS 3.1 storage. However, the Ultimate is the Ultimate because that is the world's first device with 18 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. That's just on another level. Now, what's interesting about the internals as well is that it's a centered CPU design. So the battery is actually being split in two. So it's a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, but that has actually been split into two 3,000 cells. And that means that the main chipset can be in the middle. And that actually allows for a CPU thermal design. It just helps with cooling, and also when you have the Aeroactive Cooler accessory on, that is going to be cooling that main middle area. Pricing starts at around 799 euros and it goes all the way up to around 1,200 euros for the Ultimate Edition. We've got the RGB, we've got the dot matrix, which looks quite cool. We've been using the device for a couple of weeks, well, about a week, I'd say now, right? And,
some time.
My first impressions, I've always said this, but what I love about the ROG Phone series from the very beginning is that it's made for gamers ground up, right? It's not a device that's kind of okay. And we've seen other devices that have come around for gamers, but for me, the ROG is always the benchmark of the year. That's kind of like really sets the bar. What about you, E?
Oh yeah, this is a gaming device. We've got our videos up. You guys can definitely check it out. If you're a gamer of any kind, that's even the difference with this device. Whether you're a console gamer, you're a PC gamer, and you're a mobile gamer, the ROG Phone 5 will take you to all those destinations quite comfortably.
Yeah, it's a powerful. Performance-wise, no problems whatsoever. But it's also all the features that ASUS has put together. So we've got all of the. They don't call them air triggers anymore. I believe they're calling them ultrasonic triggers.
I still called it. I called it air triggers and shoulders. The funny, it's still so. In the app it says air triggers when you're trying to customize them, though. That's what it's still called.
I'm assuming it must have been some sort of trademark of the air triggers might have been registered by someone else, so they had to change the marketing term. But essentially, you can customize. There's on the Ultimate, there's 18 customizations that you can have. Now, for me, that's way too much, right? But just having those buttons, those shoulder buttons that you can just tap, having the USB ports, that's actually, there's one in the middle as well as one at the bottom. We've got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack with a DAC. It's really all out. They've gone all out.
They've done quite a bit. I think one of the things also is the Aero Cooler. So you mentioned the multiple customizations. With the Aero Cooler, what you have is it also has customizable trigger buttons as well. And I actually use that more. So you can have 4 trigger buttons, 2 the shoulders and 2 on the Aero Cooler that you can map out for your games. And I've been playing Call of Duty Mobile a lot on it, and I have not lost a single match. Been dominating people. They're probably crying, thinking like, "Wow, this guy's really good." Not knowing I'm using like controllers.
It essentially gives you an infrared advantage, arguably, right? Because of all these features. Now, but it's just I mean, one of the things is, however, the Aeroactive Cooler is not included on the base model of the ROG Phone 5, so that might be a little bit controversial. But then again, I'm not sure everybody will be using it. So if you do want those features and you want that Aeroactive Cooler, then you might want to go for the Pro. But yeah, the Pro then has the display at the back, and then you've got the monochrome display on the Ultimate. It is a beefy phone, and it's all packed up, and we've really been enjoying it. I think one side where it does kind of fall down, and we were expecting, is the cameras, right? The cameras are, I mean, they're okay, but they're not gonna really compete with any of the flagships that are priced similarly. They're just not going to be on the same level. They've not used the same sensors as we've got on the Zenfone series as well. So that's something that we were hoping for. So it looks like they've kind of prioritized everything else. I don't know if you're a gamer and you are somebody who would be buying a gaming focused device. How important are the cameras for you? I would say that I would like to have a bit of a balance there, but it is one of those things. I just think that it really seems like a secondary thought for a lot of the gaming smartphones.
Yeah, I do agree. I think the one thing I was hoping to see was the tiered system, just like you find on the Galaxy and stuff like that, where the camera system was better on the Ultimate. Then I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with like the Ultimate being the one where you get the full package. Again, when you compare it to, say, a Galaxy, then you go like, well, Galaxy can't really game like this, but this also gives me solid camera. That's what I would like to see. I get it that, there's a focus on gaming, and there's a really strong focus there. So hopefully we see that improvement. But I would say I've been really enjoying the device, because the features in terms of specs, I think one of the things you will probably also say is this here is that the specs kind of match the idea of what you're getting. When you hear 6,000 milliamp battery life, yeah, you're getting battery life. When you hear the 144 hertz, you're getting those. So it's almost like when you read the spec, just know that that's what you're getting with this device.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, the battery as well, we've got 65 watt charging now, so you can get from 0 to like 70%, which is actually a significant amount, because that's like around 4,300 milliamp hours in around half an hour, and you'd be pushing it to get that sort of level of charging, because it trickles off towards the end on normal devices. But because this has such a big battery, because it's split in two, you're getting some really fast charging speeds as well. Of course, wireless charging isn't there, but I think, for a gaming device, which you're going to be powering up quite a bit, you want that faster charging. I kind of get it. That's not that much of a big deal. I think overall, we are, pretty happy with what ASUS has offered with the ROG Phone 5. I think it definitely does set a benchmark for the upcoming gaming smartphones of the year. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.